Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people. How are you doing? And welcome back to another anime reaction video. So, a lot of you have been recommending tons of different anime reactions, some random ones we haven't done yet. And this one keeps getting put in my freaking comment section. And that is top 6 anime with top tier storytelling. Now, we've checked out God tier animation, but top tier storytelling is something that I feel like gets underappreciated a little bit, especially when you look at the new CR awards. I feel like storytelling definitely gets overlooked. So I figured it would be kind of fun to show some appreciation to some anime that has some top tier storytelling, some anime that deserves a lot more attention. So let's check out this list today. This list was put together by a channel whose name I'm not going to be able to pronounce, Desi Otaku. I think I actually got that right. Link to their channels in the description, so go check them out. And yeah, let me know. Fill up the comment section recommendations. What other anime reactions would you like to see? Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Have an amazing freaking day, and let's jump into my first time ever reaction to top anime with God tier story.
Hi guys, I'm back with another video, and some anime entertain you, but others, they consume your soul and leave you screaming. Just one more episode at late night. We've all been there. So today, I'm gonna give you guys 6 anime with top tier storytelling, the kind that keeps you glued to the screen until you complete it. Then grab your snacks, dodge those spoilers, and let's talk about those anime that will keep you hooked. So let's begin the video. On number 6, Grimgar. Imagine waking up in a strange fantasy world without a memory of how you got there. Instead of...
What was the anime? Does it sound like Food in a Dungeon or something like that? Delicious in a Dungeon? Isn't there an anime that's supposed to be like weirdly serious? It was on one of my lists that we did recently. For some reason, this anime's title reminded me
being an overpowered hero with cheat skills, you're just, well, no magic, no strength, just a bunch of confused people trying not to get smacked by goblins. Our main dude, Haruhiro, and his equally underprepared buddies
it might have been
form
this
a party
anime,
because
actually.
that's what you
I think
do
it
in
was this
RPG-like worlds. But there's a catch. They suck at everything. Fighting, barely. Teamwork, questionable. Survival, hanging by a thread. With their stomachs growling and wallets emptier than their memories, they take on dangerous quests just to afford food. But this ain't your usual "we beat the boss" type of adventure. Every fight is a struggle and people die. Yeah, it's rough out there. Despite the hardships.
Oh shit. This is actually, I think people have actually told me about this one. It is supposed to be awesome. A lot of people have told me it's a very good anime, very underappreciated. I do remember, I think this was part of our list we did as well. It might be Giguk's video, I'm not sure. We did one recently and it like highlighted a lot of underappreciated anime of the season. And I remember this one being on there. I remember people saying that it deserved a lot more attention. Maybe it's one we'll check out in the future.
Every fight is a struggle and people die.
Honestly, the concept of like, it's crazy how good a concept of just normal sounds, because it shouldn't sound good. It should sound boring. You know, you want like all these different elements, but the idea of people being sucked into this fantasy world and they're just normal. Also, the art style looks lovely. Just normal people with normal human abilities. It's a realistic approach at what would actually happen to someone who has been isekai.
Yeah, it's rough out there. Despite the hardships, the group slowly bonds, levels up, barely, and figures out that friendship might just be their greatest power. Well, that, and learning how to stab things properly. So if you want a fantasy anime that's less "I'm the chosen one" and more "why is everything so hard," Grimgar is your kind of anime. On number 5,
that sounds
Space
good,
Brothers.
actually.
Meet Muta Nanba, a dude who once promised his little brother Hibito that they'd both become astronauts. Flash forward to adulthood. Hibito, living the dream,
the animation
training to go
looks
to the moon.
lovely.
Muta, unemployed. Just when he's drowning in midlife crisis energy, he gets a second chance. An opportunity to actually become an astronaut. But there's a problem. He's an awkward, overthinking mess, while his brother is a literal Chad of space exploration. So now Muta has to pass brutal astronaut exams, prove he's more than just Hibito's loser older brother, and not embarrass himself in zero gravity.
This story sounds it sounds alright, nothing crazy. But something about it really makes me want to watch it. The animation looks fucking gorgeous. It looks very retro and old school as well, which is I kind of like. Like there was a sort of scene in the cockpit of the spaceship that actually looked like something you'd taken from like old school heavy metal style animation. And the story, literally 2 brothers, one's an awesome astronaut, one's not, and the one who isn't has to become one. I wonder for what reason. I'm honestly, I'm kind of sucked into the idea of that, especially with reviews like
Anime is not just about space. It's about dreams, persistence, and never giving up even when life kicks you in the shins. Muda is one of the most relatable protagonists ever.
Man.
He's hilarious, self-doubting, but also insanely talented when he stops overthinking. Watching him grow and chase his dream is pure inspiration. Whether you love space or just a great underdog story, this anime will make you laugh, cry, and maybe even rethink your own dreams.
Gotta be honest, kind of sold me on Space Brothers there a little bit, man. I actually kind of want to watch that now. I'm kind of sold. The idea of like a happy, feel good, crying, like just a general good emotional journey for an anime. I'm all here for it. Space Brothers. Let me know if you've seen it. Is it good?
On number 4. Katanagatari. Alright, imagine a samurai story where the main guy doesn't even use a sword. Yeah, that's Shichika Yasuri, a dude who fights with his bare hands because his family decided who needs blades when you can just punch people into oblivion.
What?
Enter Togame, a tiny bossy strategist with zero combat skills but 100% confidence, who recruits Shichika for a wild mission, collecting 12 legendary swords that are definitely overpowered and probably cursed. Seriously, this anime is 50% epic battles, 50% non-stop banter, but somehow it works. The dialogue is witty, fun, and full of sneaky character development, making
I'm one thing I want to know, it's not really explained, is are his arms like super strong? Like, can he like deflect the sword, or does he have to dodge the swords? Because it kind of looks like he's shattering them. So is he doing that because his arms are like super strong, or is it like certain moves? Like, how is his arms not getting chopped up, or does he literally have to dodge the weapons? He's just a normal guy. I feel like he should pick up a sword. But then again, if his arms are made of like some super awesome material, he doesn't really need to. But I'm just saying, for guys this strong without them, imagine how strong he'd be with them. Also, kind of a fucking cool idea.
Works. The dialogue is witty, fun, and full of sneaky character development, making every conversation feel like a duel in itself. But don't be fooled by the fun and flashy art style.
He's
This
a cool
story
looking
hits
character
hard.
as well.
The twists will punch you in the emotions, and by the time you realize how invested you are, bam, it's too late. You're in deep. If you love unique animation, clever storytelling, and a samurai anime that feels like a mix of philosophy and high energy action, Katanagatari is an underrated gem you need to watch.
I don't think I've ever even heard of it, by the way. So that is interesting.
Number 3, Orb on the movement.
I think I might skip this. We're going to be watching Orb in the near future. I don't really want spoilers. This is the one I wouldn't want spoilers from the most. So I think we're going to have to skip Orb. I'm going to have to, just to avoid spoilers. Because the thing is, even though I wouldn't really say there's been like spoilers in the previous we've had, like Space Brothers and Grimgar, like we haven't really had any major spoilers. I don't even want a slight spoiler for Orb, like not even one. So I am going to skip it just to be safe. Just to be safe. If it turns out there's any spoilers, I'll watch it my own time. But I'll leave a link in the description to the video I'm reacting to, so you can go check it out for yourself and see what they said about Orb. All I will say before we move on, Orb has such raving reviews from everyone who's seen it. I absolutely cannot wait to watch it. We will 100% be watching it in the future. I've already released the scheduling for when it will be coming out. And yeah, I can't wait. I've only heard good things about it. My wife is currently watching it as well, and she's very much enjoying it. She said it's very weird, but she said she's liking it. And yeah, I look forward to the day when I get to watch it.
Number 2, Made in Abyss. Alright, imagine a massive, mysterious hole in the ground. So deep, so dangerous, and so filled with terrifying monsters that only the craziest adventurers dare to explore it. Now,
I honestly have to say, Made in Abyss Season 1, to this day, is still one of my all-time favorite seasons of any anime I've seen. I think it's fucking incredible. I thought the movie was good, and I thought Season 2's storytelling is very good. But I thought the concept was a bit weird.
a
It didn't click with me
12-year-old
as much
girl
as Season
says,
1.
yeah, that seems like a great place to go.
Yeah,
That's
let's-
Rika,
off we
a
go.
cheerful, reckless orphan with big dreams and zero survival
roughnecks.
instincts. She wants to explore the abyss to find her long-lost mother, even though
Man,
the deeper
this
you go, the
series.
worse the curse gets. We're talking bleeding from every orifice, body horror, and worse. She teams up with Reg, a robot boy
man,
with
we
a
need
laser
more of
arm
this
and an
series.
existential crisis, and together, they descend into what can only be described as a nightmare wrapped in cute aesthetics. At first, you think this is gonna be a fun little adventure story with adorable characters. Then boom, pure suffering. This anime doesn't just break.
Honestly, Made in Abyss is very unique. like massively so. I can't compare it to anything I've seen. Nothing is like Made in Abyss. The whole story is just flawlessly well put together. The concept is amazing. Like, it's such a cool idea. It was the idea alone that sucked me into wanting to watch it. And the execution of that concept is brilliant. And I think season 1 does it best because you get to see so many layers. You get to see so many creatures. And because when someone says to me, imagine there's this giant hole and every single layer is full of more and more dangerous and mysterious monsters. I'm thinking, I want to explore the creatures, you know. I want to see all the creatures and all that sort of stuff of this like giant hole and all the horrors of the different layers, right? That's what I want to see. And I think season 1 did that. It gave us all these different biomes, all these different creatures, all these different horrors that they bring, and it did it in such a good way. Whereas in season 2, we just stayed in one place for most of the season, and I think that's why season 2 didn't click with me, because I want to explore, and the fact that we were staying in one place kind of sucked me out of that a little bit. But yeah, I do just think it was so uniquely brilliant. In terms of emotion as well, going from these super horrific moments to happy and beautiful moments, and all the while maintaining like a childlike energy. It's so weird. It's so weird. No anime could do it like Made in Abyss does it.
With adorable characters. Then boom, pure suffering. This anime doesn't just break your heart, it crushes it, sets it on fire, and laughs while you cry. The story is so good, it's a masterclass in world building, mystery, and emotional devastation. The Abyss is one of the most fascinating fantasy settings ever. Every layer has its own unique, terrifying ecosystem, and the deeper they go, the more horrifying things become. This anime does not hold back. I highly recommend watching it. On number 1, Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga got a number 1 slot. Things I like to see. But yeah, I agree. I 100% recommend watching Made in Abyss. I don't think it's going to be for everyone. I think that is, you know, just the truthful, because it's a very weird sort of like anime. But I think most people would enjoy it. It's a hard watch. Buckle up if you're going into it, alright? That's all I'll say. Vinland Saga, on the other hand, is peak fucking storytelling, especially season 2. But season 1 is what makes season 2 great.
I highly recommend watching it. On number 1,
season 1 walks
Vinland Saga. Meet Thorfinn, a cute little kid who idolizes his badass warrior dad, Thor's. A guy so strong he could probably one-punch a bear, but Thor's is like, violence is bad, my son, which is ironic considering they live in the most violent era ever. Unfortunately, peace doesn't last long, because along comes Askeladd, the smoothest, most manipulative Viking leader to ever scam his way through history. And boom, tragedy strikes, Thorfinn's life goes full revenge mode, and now he's stuck in an endless cycle of stabbing people while yelling, "Askeladd, fight me!" But surprise, this isn't just a revenge story, it's a masterpiece about war, loss, and finding a reason to live beyond violence.
Honestly, just literally going through all these snapshots, just one makes me realize how absolutely fucking gorgeous the animation is in this series, and 2, makes me immediately want to rewatch it again. God damn, man. Vinland Saga is truly just an incredible freaking viewing experience. And like, I'm one of these people who understands why some people dropped off a little bit with season 2, because it is very different from season 1, but I still think it's just so good. It's different, but it's good. And I feel like when you, like, imagine Vinland Saga has like 6 seasons, and we go through this whole giant story. I feel like that all, like, 2 will make a lot more sense in that regard, you know? 1 being very action-packed, 2 being very quiet, and we don't know where the entire story is going to go, where the journey is going to change and shift to, you know what I mean? So I always look at these, like, ideas in, like in the big picture. I honestly just feel like, even with the complete difference in season 2, it's so good. Conceptual-wise, it's just amazing, you know? Like, the themes and scenes that we get, the darkness and the other sort of spiritual elements that they throw in as well, and, like, all the while staying grounded in a very harsh reality. It's just flawless.
Masterpiece about war, loss, and finding a reason to live beyond violence.
Amazing, and some of the best character
turning
development
from Viking Naruto into
seen.
farming simulator with emotional growth. And somehow, it's still amazing. It's deep, with complex characters, stunning action, and life-changing philosophy. The growth of Thorfinn from an angry murder gremlin to a true warrior of peace. Chef's kiss. If you understand the real meaning behind the story, it will change the way you look at life. Also, Askeladd is one of the best written characters in anime, no debate. That's the end of this video, and if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button. Also tell me which anime you're going to be watching tonight. I'll see you in the next one.
This guy, man.
Hi,
This guy. I like it when an anime fan doubles down on their shit, man. I'm always a fan of that. Back up your stuff. Back up your stuff. You know, don't go around shitting on other people's stuff. That's not the same. All right, because people get confused. You do. Some people get confused, especially in the anime fan world, where they think backing up their stuff is shitting on other people's stuff. No, those are two different things. Also, speaking on behalf of some anime fans to other anime fans, learn to take criticism. That's another thing. While I'm on my little rant, there's a really annoying like part of every anime like fandom of like just die-hard, super blind anime fans who refuse to listen to any criticism at all about their series, right? Like, for example, Attack on Titan is my #1 anime, tied with Hunter x Hunter, right? Like, I love those two anime so much. I think they're incredible. If someone said to me, yeah, but what about that loophole in Attack on Titan? What about this in Hunter x Hunter? I would just flip out and say, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's perfection. You're wrong. Why the people in the anime community that do that, learn to take the criticism. If someone said that to me, I would just be like, yeah, you know, that's it. Yeah, it's true. It's not perfect, but it's still my #1. You know, that's fine. All right, Jesus. Because I'll have it when I'll be doing reactions to anime series, and I'll be like, oh, that was a bit weird. And I'll have like comments being like, no, you're wrong, Luke, you're wrong. And then I'll have comments in my comments going, Luke is right. Learn to take criticism. And then you have a battle. And then next thing you know, there's some sort of ring, some guy named Sauron, and we're all going to war. That's how it started, actually. Anime, man. Anime. But anyway, yeah, that's the reason I was pointing that out, is because I liked the guy at the end just backing up Vinland Saga and Askeladd, and yeah, I have to say, I think it kind of deserves the #1 spot. I can't actually think of a better. Oh, then again, I'm currently watching Erased, and I think Erased has one of the best anime stories I've seen as well. Steins Gate has a very good story too, but it's quite complex. I don't know. What other anime do you think deserves to be on this list? Surely Attack on Titan, right? Like, for all the glaze and love we give Attack on Titan, surely the whole reason we all love it is because of its fucking storytelling, right? Like, you know, I'm just saying. But we can't just have the same old anime we've all said a million times before on this list, so we have to have some different ones, and that's why we watch these lists. And having Vinland Saga as #1, honestly, kind of a base take. The storytelling in Vinland Saga and character development is absolutely 10 out of 10, especially around Thorfinn. Thorfinn's development, it might be and could be argued the best character development in all of anime, and like one of the most realistic ones as well. Like, it fits so brilliantly, which is why season 2 is as amazing as it is. You know, it's just absolutely freaking fantastic. And Made in Abyss has one of the best and greatest concepts of any anime. And the deliverance of that is very, very satisfying as well. So a lot of these series do have just fantastic stories. So I do feel like it kind of deserves the slots. Let me know what you would have put on this list as well. What you think deserved a shot of being on this list. And also, let me know about the animes I haven't seen if you guys think I would enjoy them. The first 4 on this list. Grimgar, Space Brothers, Katanagatari, and then an Orb as well. Let me know. Obviously, no spoilers for any, but let me know if you guys have seen them and what you think about them. Do they deserve their places on this list as well? Anyway, shout out to the channel, Desi Otaku. Link to their channels in the description. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what I should react to next. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next